Yeah! Welcome back to the Southern Snack, where life is too short to be serious. All right, folks, guess what's going on? Well, you never know. You never know, do you? Baskin-Robbins just decided they got to be interesting this month, right? Which almost every month they get interesting. They throw some curveball with some wacky flavor, and we're back to that, right? They decided to be normal last month with like a chocolate chip cheesecake flavor, and I think they were pretty normal in January or March, or well, last month was March, but I'm pretty sure Love Potion, that was pretty standard, right? Raspberry chocolate. I'm pretty sure January was normal. I don't remember the last time they were weird, and it may be because I've been so busy with food reviews. But Paloma Paradise, interesting, right? It's grapefruit, and then you got like a chili swirl, so grapefruit ice cream and sorbet. And then you got the Paloma Paradise Fizz, which is STARRY, this ice cream, and then Tajín. I used to call it Tajín, my idiot self. Yeah, let's have some fun. All right, so April flavor of the month. I don't remember what May is. I don't think we've seen the leaks for May yet. So, yeah, there's an up close. That's right. It's sweet, it's tart, it's kind of refreshing. Not too abrasive from the chili swirl though, which I don't mind. It's definitely different, it's unique. I like the sorbet part of it better. Ice cream's a little too creamy. Not much highlight on the grapefruit with that. Something about that chili swirl, it's almost like, to me, like sweet chili. So and again, weird, right? Weird, but it's pretty solid, right? The taste of sweet chili and grapefruit, a little bit of a kick, very bold sweet profile, some tartness from the grapefruit, lots of flavor profiles going into this, and as weird as it is, it works. Yeah, I really like just the depth of this flavor. And again, I'm not a big fan of the ice cream. I think it would be better as just as the sorbet with the swirl, and maybe like the structural context or whatever of this. You know, the structure of this flavor it probably works better, like to swirl in to like ice cream, to have that kind of hold it tight a little bit, rather than this like ice that's trying to hold on to this swirl. I guess that's kind of the point, is, you know, you want something that keeps the swirl in position. But yeah, I mean, I would straight up, I would vibe with just a grapefruit sorbet from them. Yeah, because ice cream on its own, really, to me, it's solid. It would get anywhere from like a 6 to a 7, but the sorbet is just stronger. You really get to appreciate that grapefruit, and then that chili swirl, again, like a sweet chili reduction or something of that line, and it's very, very, very unique, and I appreciate that. Is it the best Baskin-Robbins flavor you can get? No, but it's really, really good, really solid, and again, really dynamic. You know, there's not much else you could say about that. Dang on, girl, you cute. All right, we're at Baskin-Robbins here in Hampton. She gonna get some sushi, but for a mall, it looks like. Anyways, out of pocket sometimes, but that's just how it is. All right, we're going to the Fizz. So 8.5. If I didn't clarify that, I apologize. Talked for 4 minutes about the ice cream. Didn't even say anything about the rating. The girl's a 10 though. You had to see it to believe it. Oh man, I wouldn't have imagined a girl that cute being in Hampton, but hey, there you go. All right, there's some Tajín on the top. I don't really know that's really mixed in, but that's okay if it's not. The ice cream already has chili reduction or whatever, so All right, let's try it. Starry, grapefruit, ice cream. Yeah, there's Tajín. It's pretty heavy. Not super heavy on the grape. I mean, you can taste it, but the Starry really comes in and adds its own little element. Can't taste a lot of the carbonation. It is tart. You do get a nice tart profile from it, and I guess you get the mix of the lime and the grapefruit, and there's a really good tartiness to it. I don't like it as much as the ice cream. I guess it's just, I don't know. I don't really need Starry in this, I guess. Tajín comes in on the back end, adds a nice little flame. Not much of a flame, but just a tiny flame, like a cigarette lighter, right? That type of flame. I'm gonna give it a 7, right? Just like with when we were talking about ice cream, that's kind of what I feel with this, right? There's grapefruit, but it's not like spunky, sharp, like on top of it type of like taste. It's there. You can taste it. You get the sour notes or the tart notes of the grapefruit. And the tropical flavor that it brings. But then, you got Starry, which is this super syrupy soda. So it's just like a lot of sweetness from that. And a subtle, just a subtle burn. Not much of a burn, but just a little bit of heat dancing on your tongue from the Tajín. So it's a solid beverage, but I definitely prefer, no doubt, definitely prefer the ice cream and just how unique it is, right? And so that's it. Got out of pocket there for a minute, but we got the review done and we're out of here. So other than that, I'll see y'all around.